Garth Brooks, country music legend, one of the best-selling solo artists in American history, but also one of the strangest figures in modern pop culture. From bizarre allegations to internet conspiracies to a failed alter ego named Chris Gaines. There's a lot more to this story than you might think. So, what's really going on with Garth Brooks? Let's talk about it. Hello guys, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you hear those little sounds, I have a puppy, a Chihuahua puppy I got for my birthday, and let's see, maybe that'll help. I don't know. I want you to be able to hear me, but not that. So I'll do my best to get that out of the background. However, I have about an hour to film this. So if you see me in a different outfit in the middle of this video, it's because I'm taking my time with this, and so I can bring you the best video and hopefully grab your attention, because I'm going to talk about Garth Brooks, and I'm really excited because I loved Garth Brooks when I was a little kid. I listened to all of his music on the tapes. I have to stop my dog from doing this, So like I was saying, it might take me a couple of days to get this filmed, edited, and put out, but I love doing this. This is my hobby, and I'm so grateful for the people who do watch my content, because it's just something I love to do, and something I go back and see my older videos, and I'm proud of myself for how far I've come with just editing and speaking and just, finding my voice and taking constructive criticism. I can take constructive criticism. So I was told, speak louder, be more confident, and I started doing those things. And the only reason I kept my channel when I was going to give up was because my mom's cousin, which I called Aunt Kathy, she was very, very sick. And what she looked forward to were my videos. No matter what I was talking about, she just loved to watch them. Unfortunately, we lost her earlier this year, and I was gonna quit, but I have a lot of videos. If you pay attention in the background, about 3 to 5 seconds in, you'll see an orb fly behind my head, and I'm like, is that her? I won't give up, Aunt Kathy. I will not give up. I'll continue to do what I love to do, and that is talk to you guys. Okay, so let's get into Garth Brooks, all right? Get you a snack, get a comfy blanket, get comfortable, because we're going to talk. We're going to talk about Garth Brooks and Chris Gaines. All right, first, let's set the stage. Garth Brooks isn't just huge, he's massive. We're talking over 150 million records sold, sold out stadiums, and a wholesome image of the all-American cowboy. For years, he was the poster child of family-friendly country music. That changed. But when you've been in the spotlight for decades, people start digging. And with Garth, the internet has definitely had some fun. We're going to talk about the allegations now. When people say allegations, you might expect to hear some serious scandals. And sure, yeah, over the years, there have been lawsuits and rumors swirling around his personal life and business dealings. Some accuse him of being controlling behind the scenes, while others point to weird behavior in interviews or questionable moments with fans. And I have things to show you. It's very odd.
Well, I guess it's official. We're now on Facebook. I really wasn't sure about this at the start. But then a friend of mine said something that just made all kinds of sense. She said, think of it more as a conversation. I like that. But I'm already finding out on my own is that it's wiping the walls out between you and me, and I really like that. It allows us into each other's worlds, or I guess in my case, the hotel room. When I think about things I want to post cool stuff, slick stuff, neat stuff. But most of the stuff I'm going to post is going to be raw stuff like this. This is just who I am. So if this is truly a conversation, then I say let the conversation begin.
But the truth is, a lot of these so-called allegations we hear about Garth today aren't backed by any hard evidence. They're more like internet theories mixed with real controversies. Comedians like Tom Segura have even turned him into a running joke, hinting at dark secrets and even jokingly asking, "Where are the bodies, Garth?" And while that's obviously comedy, it's taken on a life of its own online. To this day, if you scroll through Garth's social media, you'll find thousands of comments repeating the same meme. It's become part of his legacy, whether he likes it or not.
I go, so what's the deal? And they go, well, he goes, I asked his right-hand person, does Garth hate Tom? And the guy goes, Garth doesn't hate anybody, which is such a Garth answer. Garth doesn't hate anybody.
Because he was like, no.
Right, just that, like, they're just accept that they have a spin on it. That they're like, when you're big, when you're really well known, you have a big profile.
Yeah.
You can't control what happens online and all this stuff. But it's all the comments. It's not like
It's every post.
So let's talk about his alter ego, Chris Gaines. Chris Gaines. It's definitely the weirdest, strangest chapter in his life, in his career. In 1999, at the peak of his fame, Garth decided to reinvent himself. Not as a country star, but as a fictional Australian rock star with a tragic backstory. He wore a wig, released an album, and even did a behind the music special for a character that didn't even exist. It kind of feels like he wanted to be Keith Urban. The project bombed. Fans were confused. I was his biggest fan as a little girl. I'm like, who is this dude? Chris Gaines. Critics were harsh, and the Chris Gaines persona has followed Garth ever since. Well, to some, it looked like an artist experimenting. To others, it was bizarre. Maybe even proof that something deeper was going on behind the scenes. So let's talk about the internet's obsession with this. Between the weird Chris Gaines project and the endless memes about him being suspicious or hiding something, Garth Brooks has become more than just a country singer. He's an online mystery. I had no idea about that until today. That's why we are talking about it right now. Every time he posts on Facebook, you'll see comments like, "Where are the bodies, Garth?" It's turned into a running gag that he can't escape, even though he's never really addressed it head on. Why not? Why not? All right, we're going to wrap up because puppy. But I will put some videos and clips of him in here so you can see how weird, and I might just make a longer, deeper dive into his lyrics. So what's the truth? On one hand, you have a country superstar who changed the genre forever. On the other, you have strange internet allegations, a failed alter ego, and a fan base that can't stop joking about him. I had no idea. Is Garth Brooks just misunderstood, a victim of memes, or is there something more behind the cowboy hat? I'll let you decide, and drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's talk about it. And you guys, if you know, if you have any places to go look into him, let me know. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, it's not really deep dive, this was a splash, we can go into it deeper. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you did like the video, and hit that bell so you don't miss my next upload, which I'm doing my best, but I am so grateful that you are here. I hope you have a wonderful day. You are awesome. You're beautiful. You're worth it. And bye.
Comedian Tom Segura has gone viral many times in recent years for his theory that Garth Brooks is not just a country music icon, but actually one of the most notorious villains in America's history, including this phrase, "Where are the bodies, Garth?" which you can find on anything Garth Brooks does. Now, there's no evidence of this, and Garth has never responded to Tom's allegations, but he has blocked him. And now, Tom is releasing a Netflix show called Bad Thoughts. That's a series of episodes.